Hi, my name is Matthew Anderson, and I'm doing a book review for Inspired: How to Create Tech Products That Customers Love by Marty Cagan. This review is for the university I go to, University of Denver, for Professor Myers. I have about 5 sections in this presentation that I'll be discussing, and I'll start out with the first one, which will be the introduction. I already covered the basic info, so part of the core problem the book describes is that most new products or features fail, and it's looking for a solution to avoid that. Now, missionary commitment is a huge issue in this book. Basically, they want people that are passionate about the product and believe in it, and they've figured out that historically that gives you greater rates of success versus someone who may be technically skilled, but they're not passionate about the project, and it's just a number to them, and it ends up not working. So having a vision and passion with new partnerships, really, the teamwork helps push these products forward. All right, so I'll move on to the second section. It's called Vision, Thinking Big. So one of the things that surprised me about the book is that it says if you can quantify your plan, you're thinking too small. And really, that got me thinking, wow, that's inspiring. A lot of great products have come from huge ideas, and it's because their creators dream about them and make them a reality. So, what they say as far as having a big vision is it's got to be years out, like 5 years out at least, something to build towards and see how it grows from scratch, basically, versus, a specific goal where, oh, let's make this company sell this much by this time, and maybe they do reach it, but there's no passion and they never reached for the stars, so they're hindering their own growth, really. There's a difference between the product vision and the product strategy that they discuss. Basically, the product vision is the destination, and the product strategy is the map on how to get there. That comparison really helped me envision what they're trying to say. So now we'll talk about point 3, which is passion and validation, the missionary team. So the number 2 thing that surprised me that I learned in this book was that enthusiasm is so important that it suggests if you're not enthusiastic, then change your role on the project or change projects entirely. This is because to have passion for the project allows one to really innovate to the full ability versus just being another worker, getting the job done, and that's not the kind of teams that this book says are successful. And then another point, the third point that did surprise me about this book, it says that you want to target super fans for whatever your new feature is before you even start marketing so that you can prove that the fans are there with the data to back it up. And you want to encourage people to be like, hey, you can be just like them if you really enjoyed this product, which they do. Yeah, so they said 4 to 6 super fans before working on a marketing team, which was a strategy I never thought of, but it does make sense. And I like how it ties into the whole missionary perspective of this book, where people are so inspired and on board and excited to help with this new feature or product, whatever that may be. Now, I will go on to section 4, which is called Scaling Success. Now, I'm going to talk about a use case with a favorite company of mine, Amazon, which I'm sure everyone here has heard of. Now, to me, I think it would be interesting if Amazon partnered with a car dealership, say Ford, Toyota, anybody. And what they would do is they'd give you a free Prime subscription for purchasing that car, leasing it, whatever. And then through that subscription as well, on your car, they would have a diagnostics, which would be anonymous, nothing, no personal data, but it would analyze your driving patterns, music, so forth, and basically give that data to Amazon to help market towards other customers, plus maybe give the consumer some good advice, not to mention the utility of the free Prime subscription. Another one that I thought about would be for Amazon, again, to partner with local bulk stores like Costco, because you can buy groceries on Amazon, but in my research, not to the same level as a Sam's Club or a Costco. So by doing this, Amazon could create a smart pantry where volunteers in their home, they have the smart pantry where Amazon will have a tool that will measure bulk items like toilet paper, cereal, other things that people commonly buy in bulk from these big stores, Costco and so forth, and then when it gets to a low level, Amazon will automatically create an order to refill that at the actual store where you go there and pick it up or they deliver it to you. And by doing this, the stores can share data with each other as well as the customers happily enjoying their products without running out of anything. And Amazon doing this would really help make the customers happy as well as create profit through the partnership. Now, I will do section 5, which is the conclusion. So, this book was interesting. One thing I really took away from it was inspiration. You really need to have an unquantifiable vision, something like a true dream that you want to turn into a reality, while also keeping the engineers in the loop from the start to help make this a good reality on a good timeline. Because it did mention in the book that engineers can get upset if not brought into the loop throughout the whole process. Passion in the team is so important. Really loving what the inspiration for the product is and wanting the best for the product itself and the customers that it serves. And that early customers, as I mentioned before, are so important because they become the basis of the marketing strategy, and you want to keep those customers for the life cycle of whatever feature that is being optimized. So, I believe it's a great book. It gave me a lot of insights into how to run a successful team, and with the use cases with Amazon that I thought of, it helped me picture in my head how to use what this book strategizes. So in conclusion, it's a great book. I recommend it. I think it'll give anybody who works in the business world a piece of advice. You'll learn something or two, at least. Again, my name is Matthew. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy the book.